In this exercise, we will start with this video. This is a drone shot. We will apply track camera and we will end up with this result. I'll go to After Effects, right click, import, file. I'll go to exercise 20. I select the two files and click on import. I'm gonna select this video, drag and drop here, and create a new composition based on this video. Now I'm gonna video selected, of course. I'll go to tracker and click on track camera. It's analyzing now. I wait for some time. It's gonna take about a minute. And now it's done. I'm gonna move the playhead and I can see the track points here. I'll move the playhead and around here I'm gonna click on this target like this, choose the correct target, it's very important, and I'm gonna right click and go to create text and camera. But before that I'm gonna reset. I go to character, reset character, and now right click here, create text and camera like this. Now we have our text. I'll go to horizontal type tool. I'm gonna select the text. I'm gonna change the font to Arial. I'm gonna choose bold. I'm gonna scale it down to 12 and I'm gonna write summer. I select the text. Here we have a white fill and the stroke is set to none. I'm gonna swap fill and stroke, and now we have a text with white strokes and no fill. I'm gonna make the stroke a little bit thinner, like 0.5, like this. I'll go back to selection tool. I'm gonna move the text on the X value like this, put it right here, and I'm gonna rotate on the X axis and the Z axis like this, and place the text like this. Now I'm gonna move the playhead. I think this looks good. Horizontal type tool. I select the text. I'm gonna change the stroke weight. I'm gonna choose 0.25. I think this looks better, like this. And I'm gonna add more space between the letters. I'm gonna choose 50, like this. And now I think this looks good. I'm gonna animate the text now. I go to 2 seconds. I select the text layer. I'm gonna open this up. I go to transform and X rotation. I'm gonna click on the stopwatch. I'm gonna go back to 1 second and I'm gonna change the value of the X rotation to minus 80. I'm gonna type minus 80 like this. And now when we play the video, we get this result. We notice the text is shaking a little bit because the track points on the video are not stable. They are shaking as well. That's why we see the text shaking a little bit here. We are done with the text. I'm gonna bring the watermelon now. I'm gonna place it around here. I'll go all the way down. I select the video. I select 3D camera tracker. I'm gonna go back to selection tool. And 3D camera tracker selected. Now I see all the track points. I'm gonna choose this target, right click. This time I'm gonna create null. Create null. Now we have a null object here. Of course, a null object is always gonna be invisible. I'm gonna leave it right there. And now I go to project panel and I'm gonna bring the watermelon image like this. The watermelon image is too big. I'm gonna press S, bring the scale, and I'm gonna scale it down to 50% like this. Now it's very important. I'm gonna make this watermelon 3D. I go here, 3D layer. If you don't see it, of course, toggle switches and modes. I go to 3D here, 3D layer, and I activate 3D. Now the watermelon has 3 values. I'm gonna go to the null object I just created. I toggle this down. I go to transform, toggle this down. I select position, and I'm gonna copy this position, Control C, these values. Now I go to watermelon and Control V, just like that. I pasted the values, and now I place the watermelon exactly where the null object is. I'm gonna take this up a little bit here, like this, a little bit up. Make it look like it's walking on the beach, like this. And now we go like this and we leave it behind. We use the null object just to take the position and apply it to the watermelon. I no longer need it. I'm gonna delete it now. I'm gonna select this watermelon and move it a little bit to the right, like this. Now let's move it a little bit more to the right, like this. And I think this looks good. I'm gonna play the entire video now. The exercise now is finished. You go do the same and don't forget to save.